All right, phlebotomists, welcome back. So my name is Khalil Thomas if you're just joining, and we're going to be learning how to know how to charge for our services, okay? So we used this previous example of the $6,856.95. That's what you need to make in a month. That's going to cover your goal that you have set for the 5,500, and then also your expenses that you need to pay for, which is $1,356.95. So we want to know, well, how much do I charge for services? How much do I charge per collection, per draw, right? So I'll just have a little section right here and just, make it so easy so that you can understand, how this all works. So make sure you grab a calculator. So get a calculator, y'all. I'm gonna give you some time. I'm gonna put right here, how much do I charge for services? Okay. All right, so first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna place a few numbers out there just so we can play with them so you can have an idea on how this all works, okay? Because we're gonna have our goal of the $6,856.95. That's never gonna change, but we're going to change how many patients we wanna see per month, okay? So watch this. So I'm gonna ask you, how many patients do you wanna see in a month? So let's just say you wanted to see, and I'm gonna put M for month, okay? So month, let's just say that equals, you wanna see, let's just say you say, Khalil, I just want to see 25 patients a month, okay? And then I ask someone else, how many patients do you want to see? Let's just say that person says, hey, Khalil, I want to see 45 patients in a month. Okay, cool. I asked another person, hey, how many patients do you want to see in a month? They say, Khalil, I want to do 80. Okay, cool. And then finally, let's just ask the last person, how many patients do you want to see a month with your mobile phlebotomy business? And this person says, hey, I want to see 115 patients in a month. Okay, great. Now, what we're going to do is the calculations on this, all right? And we're going to see which one will be the best fit for you as far as feeling comfortable charging your services for the amount that we're going to receive, okay? So first thing you're going to do, grab your calculator, all right? And you're going to plug in this specific number, so your goal. So 6,856.95, and you're going to divide it by the amount of patients you want to see per month to know exactly how much you need to charge for services. So, okay. So for the first one, which is 25, if you're going to divide that by 25, so the 6,856 divided 0.95 divided by 25 patients, you're going to need to charge $274.27. Okay, so I'll put that right here. So that's $274 and 20, let me just round it to 28 cents. Okay, so 28 cents. All right. And to check this, all we need to do is literally take that 274.28 and you multiply it by those many patients, 25, and you're gonna get your goal. Okay, so that's the 6,857. All right, so we made more than our goal by, just $1, okay, or was that 5 cents? Okay, but you see how we can now know how to, find our charge price for our services. So now you probably say, that's probably, a little bit too steep for my patients. Like, let's do 45. So, okay, great. So let's just try that one. So we're going to go over here and we're going to do the same exact thing. 6,856.95 and divide that by 45. So now you're going to need to charge to your patients this number. So it'll be 152. So 152, $152.38. All right. So that's how much you charge per collection if you're feeling comfortable, offering that price point to your audience, to your customers. Let's try it again. You're like, oh, but that may be a little bit too, expensive for my patients. Let's do more patients so that we can make the price or the charge amount, right, a little bit more cheaper, and affordable for our customers. So you say, okay, we're gonna do the same exact thing, but 6,856.95, and we're gonna divide that by 80 patients in a month, which means you're gonna have to charge this amount. Okay, so it'll be $85.72. Okay, so you see how this is working? The more patients we see, wait, let me fix this. The more patients we see, the cheaper the price and more affordable it is for your customers. Okay, so let me put this right here. All right, cool. All right, so $85.72 is what you would charge your specific patients to, make your quota. All right, and then finally is going to be the person or phlebotomist that says, hey, I want to charge 100. I want to see 115 patients in a month with my mobile phlebotomy services with my goal at this amount. So I'm going to charge. We need to figure this out. We're going to do it right now. So you're going to take 6,856.95, divide that by 115 patients in a month. You're going to just charge $59.63, okay, per collection. All right. So now with this formula, phlebotomist, you can now know exactly your expenses, your goals, add them together. And then once you get that grand total, okay, we're now going to know how much we charge by knowing how many patients we need to serve or want to serve in a month with our mobile phlebotomy services. Once we know how many patients we want to service in a month and then divide that by our goal, we'll know exactly what we need to charge to our audience, to our patients, and our customers with our mobile phlebotomy services. So I need you to literally know what your goals are with the expense added and just divide it by how many patients you want to see. And that right there is going to give you your number so that you can publicly announce what you're charging for your patients for venipunctures for at-home lab testing. I hope this was helpful, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Good job, you guys.